Please, man. I'm out here. I lost to Khalil Rountree, man. I was a former light heavyweight champion. It sucks, man. I'm cooked. My legs, my knees. I had an Achilles injury. I'm fucked. Pereira knocked me out. Yuri knocked me out. Khalil beat me. I got nothing left, man. I got nothing left.
Damn, poor Jamahal. You know, you would think from that intro that I'm picking Khalil Rountree, but you gotta stay tuned until the end for that one. So, these are my full card predictions for UFC Baku. Excuse me. It's a great card. It's a really, really good card. You've got a lot of OVs and EVs and whatever you want to say on this card, but it's a very, very good card. We are going to start, though, with the early prelim or the prelim. I don't know if it's an early prelim. We're going to start with this fucking fat heavyweight fight, which is Hamdy Abdelwahab versus Mohammed Usman. Now, a couple of streams ago, many streams ago, me and my chat were making fun of this Hamdy Abdelwahab guy who just basically spawned into the UFC. He looks like a fat, like, scammer. I don't know. He just looks like a really, like, he looks like he's the kind of guy that, like, sucks oysters at, like, a really expensive restaurant with, like, a suit, and then he, like, belly laughs, like, with his, like, big fake veneers. No offense to this guy. It's just, I feel like I just described him very perfectly. 5 wins by knockout. Four first round finishes, right? Now, I thought he lost his last fight to Jamal Pogues, I believe is his name. If his first name is not Jamal, then I promise I'm not racist. That's just, it sounds right. And he's facing Mo Usman. Mo Usman is the underdog, you know. That's interesting. Is he coming off of a win or a loss? He's coming off of a loss to Thomas Peterson and to Mick Parkin. This is very tricky, you know. Well, Hamdy Abdelwahab, I might go Mo Usman, you know. No, I'm going to go Hamdy Abdelwahab. I know his last fight was bad. I know his last fight wasn't good. Like, he lost it. Wait, what? Did he have 2 split decisions? He had a split with Dontel Mays in 2022. Wasn't the Pogues fight a robbery, though? Or wasn't that a split as well? And I also believe it was a robbery. Nonetheless, I don't know. I think this is wrong. I think that's wrong. I think that's like glitched. Nonetheless, he's not very good, this Hamdy Abdelwahab guy. Fudge, man. Do I have a coin? Let me see if I have a coin here. I should have a coin. I'm looking at my little box here. You guys here? Okay, I have a... Fuck, it fell. All right. We have a coin. Here's the coin. We are going to flip this coin, and we're going to see if it lands on heads, I'm going with Hamdy. If it lands on tails, I'm going with Mo. Ready? It landed on heads. Hamdy Abdelwahab is he's gonna win this fight because the coin says so. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Hamdy Abdelwahab. He's the fatter one, I know. Mo Usman is not fat. He's in shape, you know, but it's just like they're both shit. But I kind of, you know, Hamdy's the favorite. There's something about this guy. I don't know. Just look at the guy. There's something about him. It's like he knows something we don't, right? Can you not just see this guy like can you not just see this guy like slipping a judge like 1,000? Like, here, brother, just give me the win. I don't know. He just looks like a scammer or something to me. That's very like racist. I'm gonna go with Hamdy though. Tagir Ulanbekov versus Azat Maksum. Sorry, there's gonna be a lot of mispronunciations, so bear with me here. Tagir Ulanbekov is what nightmares are made of. Not because of the way he fights, not because of his style, but because of the way he looks. He is what nightmares are truly made of. And he's coming off of a win against Clayton Carpenter, which is not a bad win, of course. And he's also coming off of a sub win against Cody Durden all the way back in 2023. He also beat Maines, and He lost to Tim Elliott like a little while ago. He's good. Obviously, he's a good grappler, and he's very, very solid. Azat Maksum is coming off of a loss to Charles Johnson. And he's coming off of a split win to Nam. I'm going to say Tagir Ulanbekov has got this one. Plot armor, the Ulanbekov, the OV. He's Russian, he's Dagestani, whatever the fuck. And he's very ugly. Now, usually the ugly rule only applies to women's fights, but, we might as well apply to this fight as well. I think Tagir Ulanbekov, I think he's got a really good chance of probably even getting a sub. I'll pick him via maybe a decision. I think Azat Maksum is good enough to hang in there, but Tagir Ulanbekov has got this one in the bag. Now, we've got a women's fight. Should we flip a coin for this one? Why do I keep doing that? Klaudia Sygula. She's coming off of a loss. KO law. Fuck, man. I hate this fucking sport. These women's fights, man. I'm going to go Irina Alekseeva. She looks like a man. She looks like a man. She just looks... but she's coming off of a loss, too. I'm going to go with the fucking uglier one, man. Via decision. I'm going to go Irina Alekseeva via decision. Darya Zheleznyakova versus Melissa Mullins. Oh, my gosh, bro. Melissa Mullins is coming off of a... Why is she looking at me like that? She's coming off of a win. A KO win, I guess, technically. A win against Sygula, who's also on this card. She's then coming off of a loss, a KO loss. And then a win against Alekseeva, who's also on this card. Wow. I don't really know. What are we really doing here? Darya Zheleznyakova. Look at this chick. She's coming off of a loss. Oh, my God. What are we doing here? I'm going to flip a coin for this one, chat. Ready? Ready? All right. Where's the coin? Let's get the coin. Heads, Darya. Heads, Darya. Tails, the other chick, right? Ready? I think that's tails. So, I'm going with... Wait, I got to fucking change the camera. I'm going with Melissa Mullins. I'm going to go with Melissa Mullins. She's the GOAT. And, yeah, she's going to win this one. Ismail Naurdiev versus Junyong Park. Junyong Park. Oh, I love Junyong Park, man. The Iron Turtle. One of the greatest... I love the Iron Turtle. I can't even get into it right now. It's just... He's legitimately, to me, one of my favorite fighters in the UFC. Just, if you're an Iron Turtle enjoyer, bend over, bro, because we have something in common. Look at this guy, man. How could you not love the Iron Turtle? It's like he looks like he's I don't know. He's he has a confused but also a slight smirk to him. He's just he's so wholesome but no, seriously. So he's coming off of a split to Brad Tavares. That should have not been a split at all. I thought he clearly won that fight. He's coming off of a loss to Muniz. I'm not really sure if he won that or lost that. I think I may or may not have picked him to win that fight, and they gave it to Muniz, but also I am biased because I like Iron Turtle. He beat Albert Durayev. He beat Tululin. A lot of subs, man. Iron Turtle's got a lot of subs. Ismail Naurdiev is the underdog, by the way. And he's coming off of a win against Bruno Silva. Decision win. Not really the way you want to beat a guy like Bruno Silva. He's coming off of a Sean Brady loss. He's coming off of a... Damn, he last fought 2019, 2020. Took 4 years off. Came back. Beat Bruno Silva. And now he's fighting again this year. Well, nonetheless, I kind of don't care how long he's been active. I'm picking the Iron Turtle via sub. I'm going to say the Iron Turtle gets a first round sub. Junyong Park, he's strong. He's very, very good in the clinch. He's got a great chin as well, granite chin, good recovered ability. He has KO power as well. Maybe not to a crazy extent, but he has good power to keep his opponents off of his I was going to say his back, but he's the Iron Turtle, so he's the one on their backs. So, yeah, Iron Turtle is going to beat Ismail Naurdiev, I believe, via first round sub. Oban Elliott, another one of my favorites, man. I love Oban Elliott. We'll be facing Seokhyeon Ko. Now, Seokhyeon Ko is, He served. I swear he served me my my ribs and rice last week. He's like, what kind of ribs do you want? Do you want boneless ribs or do you want ribs with bone? All right, I'm sorry, that's racist. See, I'm racist towards everybody. So I'm picking Oban Elliott. I'm glad this is happening. Yeah, I'm glad this is happening. As an Oban Elliott enjoyer, I think that I was probably gonna pick Ramos to beat him, man. I'm gonna be honest with you guys right now. I was probably gonna pick Ramiz Brahimaj to beat Oban Elliott. So now that he's facing Xiang Kang Ko, whatever the fuck this guy's name is. Now that he's facing Ko, I think he's gonna win. I think Oban Elliott's really fucking good, man. I know he has a couple of decisions. Like, his last fight was a finish, but before that it was 2 decisions. You know, unanimous, but still decisions. Val Woodburn, Parsons, and a 3rd round KO against Hafez. It wasn't like it was like a first round. But he's the Welsh gangster, man. He's the Welsh gangster. I do think he's very good on the ground. I think he has great striking. He has good KO power. He has good distance management. He's good at staying out of the way, staying out of range. He can be hittable, but I think Oban Elliott, the GOAT, has got this one. He's dynamic. He's good. I like Oban Elliott. So I'm going to pick him to win. Bogdan Grad versus... look at his hairy fuck, man. Mohammed Naimov. Ew, man. Ew, man. He's coming off of a win against Khan Ofli. He's coming off of a loss to my boy Felipe Lima. Let's fucking go. I love Felipe Lima. He's coming off of a loss to Felipe Lima via sub, where he just got pieced up and subbed in the 3rd. That is a fucking really good win now when you look at it, too, because he beat Nathaniel Wood, but it was a robbery. I don't really like Naimov at all. I think his nickname is Hillman, and I think it's very, dare I say, if his name was Bogdan Grad, he wouldn't get a lot of those decisions or a lot of those. I don't know, man. Just Mohammed Naimov he's kind of just mid to me, and I think Bogdan Grad. Look at this guy. Looks like the. You guys know you have Agent 47, the hitman. He's Agent 46. He's the one that they threw in the trash. That just his head was a little too deformed. So you got Agent 46 here. I don't know why it says. Is it a win or a loss? I'm not sure. Let's see. Let me go to this guy Alexander's record. I'm assuming it's a hello. Okay, why doesn't it say? Whatever. I'm gonna pick. Fuck. 9 wins by knockout, 3 by sub, 8 first-round finishes. Can we go back, please? Please, please. Okay, he's the underdog as well. I like Bogdan Grad. He's pretty decent, man. He's pretty freaking decent. I'm going to say Naimov has that like fucking Dagestani I don't even know if he's not Dagestani, but same thing, right? He has that like plot armor where it's just like if it's close, they'll just give it to him, It's just one of those, man. I want to pick Bogdan Grad, but he's the underdog for a reason. Oh my gosh, man. I don't want to pick Naimov, man. I'll go Naimov, man. I'm sorry, Bogdan Grad. I'm sorry, Bogdan. I'm sorry. It's just Naimov is just 3 losses, 6 by KO. Man, he's hideous. Bro, it's just like, okay, like, lost to Felipe Lima sub, KO'd Silva in the 1st, robbed Nathaniel Wood, and he's a cheater as well, and then KO'd Malarkey. Jamie Malarkey. I didn't even mean to go up here, but we might as well, right? 42% striking accuracy. All right, we're going way too deep into this shit. I'm gonna pick Mohammed Naimov. What the fuck? I'm looking at his striking accuracy. What the fuck am I doing? I'm gonna pick Naimov by decision though. Nazim Sadykhov versus same with Oban Elliott. If I didn't mention it, but whatever. Oban Elliott by decision. Nazim Sadykhov versus Nikolas Motta. Now Nazim Sadykhov is coming off of a win Wasn't that like where Bonfim kind of like, it was like a doctor stoppage. He had a draw with Veroslav Borshev, beat Terrence McKinney, and beat Aaron Elders, I believe is his name. 2 TKO doctor stoppages in his career is pretty funny. I'm not sure. The Black Wolf, even though he's a white guy, is interesting. I know, I'm kidding. And then he's facing Nicholas Motta, who is... Look at this guy. Just look at this guy, man. Look at this guy. He looks like a little Mexican kid. Now, Nicholas Motta is coming off of a win. He's coming off of a couple of... He beat Tom Noland? No, he KO'd Tom Noland? That's it. That's a really good win. Wait a minute. Hold on a minute, guys. Nicholas Motta. Dare I say Nicholas Motta might win this one? 10 by knockout. He's 15-5. I know he does not look like he would win this fight on paper. I know Sadykhov is a big favorite. 7 wins by KO, 2 subs, 4 first-round finishes. I might go Nicholas Motta, you know. Am I going to go with the underdog pick that is Nicholas Motta? Fuck. I mean, it's like Sadykhov is good. He's really dynamic. Good kicks, good power, good grappling. I mean, his last name is OV. And he's from Azerbaijan as well, of course. If it's going to be a decision, they're going to give it to him, let's be honest. Nicholas Motta has KO power, but I think Sadykhov is pretty smart on the feet. I think he's very smart on the feet. He didn't look amazing against Bonfim. I'm going to pick Nazim Sadykhov. I trust him. I trust him to win more than low Mexican Nicholas Motta. I know he's Brazilian. Who cares? Tofiq Mosaev. I'm going to pick Sadykhov via decision. Tofiq Mosaev versus Mitsubek Orobai. This is a great fight. I love this fight. This is a tricky fight to pick. A very, very... Look at Orobai's face. Look at Orobai for a second. Wait, why is it not loading? Look at him. What is bro thinking of? Bro is thinking about 1200 BC. Look at bro's face. Bro is looking off thinking about 1200 BC. I love Orobai. We all love Orobai. Now, he's coming off of that phenomenal fight against Mateusz Rebecki. He's coming off of a decision against Elvis Brenner and a sub against Uros Medic. I believe that's Uros Medic. Is that Uros Medic, or am I thinking of a different fight? Well, let me just click it, right? Yes, it is Uros Medic. Okay, I'm not a casual guy, see? So, Mitsubek Orobai, 6-5 KO, 5 sub, 7 first-round finishes. Orobai, what's great about him is he has cardio, he has relentless pressure, he has great grappling, he has really, really good striking, he has a granite chin, as you saw by his last fight. This is tricky. Fuck, this is tricky. I almost want to flip a coin for this one. Now, Tofiq Mosaev, this is his debut. He is a really good, a really touted, up-and-coming sort of star. I don't know if he's up-and-coming, but, I know he was in Bellator. He's got 18 wins via KO, 2 by sub, 14 first-round finishes. Now, here's the problem with that record, what I don't like about that record. And that you saw the same thing with, what's his name, Myron Santos. It screams like it's not a padded record, but it screams like Khabib's early record. You know how Khabib would have Khabib's record was 10-0, 15-0 before the UFC, and it was just he won a 2-round decision against somebody. It's just I don't know. I know he has a lot of KOs in Bellator and stuff, but did we not just see the Patchy Mix thing? Did we not just go through this with Patchy Mix? Now, I might make a whole separate video on sort of how these outsiders do in the UFC, because not all of them are ass. You see some of them have a lot of success, like Kayla Harrison, and then some of them are dog shit, like Patchy Mix. Now, Tofiq Mosaev, I'm going to pick Mitsubek Orobai. Fuck it. There's no betting odds either for this one. I'm going to pick Mitsubek Orobai. I don't even think I'm saying his first name right. Miktubek. Yeah, I don't know. Who cares, right? He's not going to beat me up, right? I'm going to pick Mitsubek Orobai via a decision. I think he has better pressure, better cardio. Like, I think Tofiq, I was watching his highlights. Like, he's good, but, like, he's a bit too patient sometimes. And he does go for the finish, don't get me wrong. But, like, I don't know. I think Orobai's going to pressure him a lot more, put the pace on him more, make it his fight, make Tofiq fight his fight. And I trust Orobai, man. He's been in 3-rounders. He has good cardio. He has good pressure. He can turn around the fight. We saw that against Rebecki. He can switch the momentum his way very easily. He's good. He's a well-rounded fighter. He has a chin as well. Like, if he didn't have a chin, I mean, yeah, Tofiq would probably KO him. No, Orobai's got a granite chin. I'm going to pick Mitsubek Orobai to win this one via decision. Probably a 29-28, maybe a 30-27. I think he's going to just be the better fighter, and he's going to beat another outsider of the UFC, just like Mario Batista did against Patchy Mix and so on and so forth. Now, Curtis Blades versus Rizvan Kuniev. Rizvan Kuniev, man. This fight we've been waiting for this fight since 2035 or whatever the fuck year we're in. What are we in, 20? We've been waiting for this fight for a long time, basically, is what I'm saying. Now, it's tricky because Rizvan Kuniev, for some reason, the UFC are giving him this fight like over and over and over again. Instead of just rebooking it, or instead of just, just moving on from the fight, they're like, oh, we have to make this fight. This is the fight that they really want so bad. I don't understand it. I don't really care for this fight. But it is Curtis Blades. He is a top 5 opponent, a top 5 name, excuse me. And Rizvan is getting a top 5 opponent in Curtis Blades. Blades is the favorite. And I think that's really fair. I'm going to say Curtis Blades, I'm going to say Curtis Blades. I am going to say Curtis Blades. I think Rizvan Kuniev's grappling won't be enough. I think his power won't be enough. I'm pretty sure he lost to the guy that beat fucking Francis Ngannou, or that Francis Ngannou beat, excuse me. I'm sorry, I'm a casual. I don't watch fucking Francis Ngannou PFL main events. Sorry, guys. Oh, he doesn't know who Francis fought. What was his name? Bruno Ferreira or some shit? No, I know his name wasn't Bruno Ferreira. It was generic Brazilian first name and then Ferreira or Pereira, whatever the fuck. Anyways, he lost to Tom Aspinall. I know. He's coming off of a KO loss last year. Almeida he KO'd. That has aged phenomenally. Pavlovich got KO'd. No, KO'd him. What am I saying? Well, I have CT. Anyways, Curtis Blades is going to win this fight because I don't trust Rizvan Kuniev, man. He's fat. He's ugly. He's a fucking outsider coming in. I'm Rizvan Kuniev. I'm getting a top 5 opponent. To me, it's no different. Let's break this down. It's no different than Shamil Gaziev. I love Shamil Gaziev. We all do. But he was not ready for fucking Jairzinho Rozenstruik. As funny as that sounds, as if Jairzinho's some marauder, he was not ready for Jairzinho Rozenstruik. And he got Jairzinho on his fucking debut. I believe so. If it wasn't his debut, it was his second fight. So Kuniev is not... You're going from being unsigned in the UFC, not being signed to the UFC, to here is Curtis Blades. He's not winning this one, man. Blades has too much experience. Blades has too much power. He has good grappling. He's a good, well-rounded fighter. I know he gets KO'd, but he's not chinny either because we've seen him take shots. It's just that when you're facing fucking Tom Aspinall, when you're facing fucking Pavlovich, when you're facing fucking Francis Ngannou and Derek Lewis, some of the greatest power punchers in the history of combat sports, yes, you're going to get KO'd. Sorry. I think Curtis Blades can beat this below level. Like, he's not going to probably beat like a Volkov or a, I don't fucking know anybody else. Aspinall. Who else does heavyweight have? He beat Almeida, so it's like I wouldn't even have picked him to beat Almeida, and he beat Almeida, so I think he's going to beat Rizvan Kuniev. I'm sorry. I don't trust Rizvan Kuniev to fucking win this fight. Off of what basis is he going to win? What is he going to do to Curtis Blades, man? I know he can grapple. I know he has KO power, but I just think Curtis Blades is too experienced. He's a crafty vet. He's been around the game for a long time. He's going to win this fight. Now, this is the hard one to predict. Also, I keep forgetting to say this. I'm picking Curtis Blades via like decision, maybe, you know what? I'll go like a round 3, like ground and pound KO, TKO. Rafael Fiziev versus Ignacio Bahamondes. All right, this is a really, really, really tricky fight to predict. A really, really, really tricky fight. Really, really tricky fight, man. Extremely tricky fight. Fuck, man. Shit, man. This is a hard one to predict. This is the hardest fight on the entire card to predict by far. Because you have a guy like Rafael Fiziev. Why? I love Rafael Fiziev. Right? He close fight with Gaethje. Justin Gaethje is his new name. Close fight with Justin Gaethje. Right? Then he beat my GOAT, Rafael dos Anjos. Then he had another close fight with Gaethje. Then he exploded his knee against Gamrot. I know I just said that so out of order. My brain is out of order. And Brad Riddell KO. You know what, man? I trust Bahama. You know what? Fuck it. Let's not even try to sit here and really break this down. I'm picking Ignacio Bahamondes to win this one. I'm sorry. I like the way Fiziev looked in his last fight, but there are differences. Like, though his fight with Gaethje was very, very similar to the first, and he did show to have good cardio, to be fair, he wasn't as, like, Fiziev-esque as I kind of thought he would look. He wasn't, like, bouncing on his toes, what, you know, the way Fiziev used to, right? Like, before, and I wonder if it was because of the ACL tear, but he wasn't, I don't know, man. He wasn't as bouncy and as, like, he looked fast, but I wonder if the ACL tear kind of slowed him down a little bit. It was still a great fight with Gaethje, but obviously Gaethje himself was coming off of a KO. So it's like both guys were kind of coming into that fight pretty weakened versions of themselves. Ah, man. Fuck. Bahamondes is very good, man. He's very, very, very... Why aren't the... There's no betting line for this fight either. He's 11 by KO, 2 by sub. Submitted Jalen Turner. KO'd Manuel Torres, which has aged really well. Beat Giagos via KO. Lost to Ludovic Klein, which maybe not the best loss in retrospect. Ogden he beat. Wrong Jew he beat. The wrong Jew. Wrong Jew. Is that Danny Roberts he beat? Oh my God, get this shit. Is that Danny Roberts? And then he beat Magdesi. Oh my goodness, man. I'm going to go Bahamondes, I think. I love Fiziev. He's one of my favorite fighters in the UFC. Like, I love Fiziev so much. You know, I love Fiziev so much. But he's not winning this fight. He's just... You know what? I'm flipping the coin. Heads Fiziev, tails Bahamondes. Tails. It landed on tails. I'm going with Ignacio Bahamondes. Fuck, man. Fuck. It's just... No, like, fuck the coin flip. I was going to go Bahamondes anyways. Here's the thing, right? Fiziev is really fucking good. He's really explosive. He's really fast. But I just feel like... I think Fiziev... If he's going to try to play the range game with Bahamondes, he's not going to win that. Because Bahamondes is rangy as fuck, right? It's more to that. You know, Bahamondes has good kicks and he has good timing as well. It's more than just, oh, he's rangy as fuck. Like, I know it's deeper than that, but you get my point. Fiziev, I think, if he tries to get into the pocket, it's going to work out for him, I believe. But Bahamondes has the clinch game. He has grappling as well. I just think Fiziev doesn't have that pop, that power. He has pop, he has power, he has KOs on his record, but just not. Like, he could. I thought he was going to drop Gaethje in his last fight against Gaethje, the second one. He didn't even, like, really wobble him. He really didn't, man. Even in the first fight, he kind of didn't wobble him. Maybe one or two times, but I don't think he has that power, man, especially at this high level where these guys... Bahamondes has a great chin. He does have a great chin. A lot of these guys at the higher level, it's going to be harder. Yeah, of course you can KO Brad Riddell, and he also took Bobby Green to a decision, but I know those are older fights. I don't want to factor them in too much, but it's just Bahamondes seems to be improving, getting better. Great range. Very dynamic. He has the kicks. He has wheel kicks and high kicks and low kicks. He can go upstairs. He can go downstairs. He mixes it up very well. He has submissions. You saw that against Turner. But even before that, he's always had good grappling. He's had other submissions in his career. Very, very underrated submission artist. I just think Fiziev, he's really fucking good, but I think this will be a war. I think this will be a really very, very, very back and forth fight. But I think Bahamondes is going to be the smarter fighter here. I think he's going to mix in his grappling a little bit as well. I don't think he's just going to stand and bang with Fiziev. I think he's going to mix in his grappling. I know Fiziev himself has good grappling, but I don't believe he has the strength to hold down a guy like Bahamondes. And Bahamondes has better jiu-jitsu than fucking Justin Gaethje. I like to think, at least. He has better jiu-jitsu than Justin Gaethje. So I trust Bahamondes to win like a relatively close decision. Then I think Fiziev would just sadly probably move down to featherweight. I say sadly. I mean, I think he could have success, but yeah, I don't know, man. I want to root for Fiziev. I like Bahamondes as well. I really like Bahamondes, but I want to root for Fiziev. I'm a very big fan of Fiziev, but I just think Bahamondes got this one. I trust him a little more. He's the younger guy, less miles on his body. Fiziev got dropped very bad in his last fight too, like very, very bad. And I know, he didn't look like rusty or slow or slow. Motherfucker, I keep slurring my words. Do I have CTO or not, bro? I know he looked a bit rusty and slow in his last fight, but Ignacio Bahamondes is going to win this one. I'm getting mad because my fucking speech is shit, so bear with me, guys, please. Ignacio Bahamondes via a very close back and forth war decision. Both will be bloody as fuck. They'll hug at the end of the fight and smile, and it'll just be like, wow, what a fight of the year. Hopefully, at least. Now, the main event. Jamahal versus Khalil Rountree. Now, if you saw the intro, you might have just skipped ahead to this part. It's all right. I appreciate you guys for all watching. I appreciate you guys for all watching. I sound like retarded when I say I appreciate you guys for all watching. I appreciate you guys that all watch my stuff. Now, my main event picks this year have been awful. We can't sugarcoat this. They have been horrendous. I've gotten a couple right, which nobody ever points out the ones I get right. No one points out that I picked JDM to beat Bilal, or Volkanovski to beat Diego, or Sean Brady to beat Leon, which is a really underrated pick, or Makhachev to beat Moicano. No, of course. DDP to beat Strickland I picked, right? No one talks about those picks. Now, it's because the sport makes no sense, and somehow Kamaru Usman just beat Joaquin Buckley. Nonetheless, coping over, right? Jamahal, Khalil Rountree. Khalil Rountree is going to win this one for a lot of reasons, but I think the most simple reason I can give is that watch Jamahil's last fight. His mobility is fucking shot, bro. Double knee pads like he's John Jones about to suck Dana's cock. Just double knee pads on his knees. Seriously, though, double knee pads like he's fucking The Rock. Like he's in WWE. He's got double knee pads. No mobility, man. Slow. He comes into his fights out of shape. He still looks... I don't trust him. I really don't trust him. I can't trust him. And he's the underdog for a reason. I can't trust him, man. So slow, so immobile, man. And I think against a guy like Khalil Rountree, you have to either be the counter striker, just like Khalil is himself. Khalil is a very explosive counter striker, or you have to pressure him a lot, the way Alex did in the fourth, the way that Yuri Prohaska would, the way that even a Zhang Minyang could, even though he's a bit of a counter striker, but he could as well. You have to pressure a guy like Khalil Rountree because he's the counter striker. He's the one that's waiting for you to open up so he can explode with a big shot, right? And I think Jamahal with his mobility just won't be able to do that, man. And I think Khalil Rountree is going to stomp at those fucking knees. He's going to low kick hard as hell. I think Jamahal Hill's just too slow, man. He's too slow. Like, he's got good boxing. He's got good striking. He has a decent chin, though he has taken a lot of damage in his last couple of fights. But he has a decent chin. I just don't trust. He has good cardio, but I just trust Khalil Rountree so much more, man. He took good time off. Yes, he took a lot of damage in his last fight, but come on, bro. He took a lot of time off. He's recovered. Jamahal Hill arguably took more damage in his last fight. You could argue. I mean, I think it's a combination. I think it just depends on how you look at it, because Hill got badly dropped in the first and then KO'd in the third. Not flatline KO'd, but he got like TKO'd. But he won the second off of body shots, which we could get to that in a little bit about Jamahal Hill's body shots, because he does have really underrated body shots. I have to burp. Now, Khalil Rountree, when he got TKO'd, it was just boom. I think that was just an accumulation of just damage, and then he just kind of crumbled. You know, he just kind of crumbled to the ground. Jamahal Hill does have good body shots. But I do think Khalil Rountree, what I could see Khalil Rountree, I could see Jamahal Hill going for like body shots, like a 2 to the body. And what I could see is like Khalil Rountree stomping at the knee when he does that. Taking that, oh shit, he's going downstairs, boom, knee stomp. Boom, hard low kick, something like that. And again, I know just off of his highlights, we kind of assume Khalil throws a lot of leg kicks. He really doesn't. But I think he'd be very stupid. I'm assuming he has decent fight IQ to know, hey, you know, maybe I should throw oblique kicks and or knee stomps and low kicks against a guy who clearly has shot legs. So I think he'd be smart enough to start using them more in this fight. And I think he will. I think it will be a good tool for him. He's going to slow down Jamahal Hill. I think the 5 rounds does benefit Hill for sure, because Khalil can gas himself. And what I could see happening is that Khalil will win the first, the second, and the third. But I could see Jamahal Hill kind of rallying the 4th and 5th, but it won't be enough. I just can't see Jamahal Hill having enough power. He has KO power, but I just can't see him having enough. I can't see Jamahal Hill just being able to just hunt down some. I don't know. Maybe it's the footwork. I can't picture Jamahal Hill like hunting down Khalil Rountree for a finish. I can't. The way that Pereira did, where he was slipping all the punches from Khalil. And what's underrated about that was, even though Khalil was very clearly hurt, he was still throwing back against Alex. He was still throwing back. He was throwing back. So I think Jamahal Hill is going to lose this one. I'm going to say Khalil Rountree via a 3-2 decision, potentially a 4-1. Like, I could see Khalil Rountree winning the first, second, and third, and I could see Hill kind of rallying in the 4th and then maybe winning the 5th, but it won't be enough. It's not like Hill has insane cardio himself, and I just don't think it will be enough. Neither guy's going to use their grappling. Like, both guys probably can grapple, we know this, but neither guy's going to use it. Neither guy's like ever shot a takedown. So this is going to be a strikers only fight, and I trust Khalil Rountree a little bit more. He's going to be patient, but I think when Jamal's going to go for him, he's going to see those openings. He's going to go for the knees. He's going to do the knee stomps. He's going to slow down Jamal's mobility, and he's going to explode when the time comes. He's going to counter Jamahal Hill's shots. Again, I just don't think Jamahal Hill is mobile enough to kind of move out of the way of some of Khalil's good work that I believe he'll do in this fight. So, yeah, I think Khalil Rountree is going to win this one. He's also good in the clinch as well. Good clinch work. So is Jamahal Hill, to be honest. Both are pretty good in the clinch, but I think Rountree is better in the clinch, Again, I've been slurring my words this whole fucking video. So I'm going to get out of here. I think Khalil Rountree via a 3-2, 4-1 decision. I think his best shot is to rally back in the later rounds. But, I wouldn't bet on it. I wouldn't bet on any fucking of my picks at this point because I don't have a good pick rate. Nonetheless, make sure you guys like and sub. Become a member in the description. What are your guys' picks? What are your guys' just fucking talk to me. I don't know, guys. Comment, like, sub. And are you picking Hill, Rountree? Are you picking Fizyat, Bahamondes? See you guys